Hi, folks. This is Mountain Man. I'm giving it another try. I can't see where the broadcast was going through to YouTube, but hopefully it's there now. So, as I was saying, in case it does pop up, I'll just recap what I was doing. I had this meme up here for people to look at, and I was talking about how the lady on the right there would be do well to see if she could get a nickel for every time she got put in a meme. She'd have a lot of nickels. And so would the one on the left. Hi, Wanda. Thank you for coming aboard. I just did a broadcast, but it didn't look like it was going through. Hey, Bubba. How are you? So I don't know if you all saw that or not. I checked my studio. It looked like it didn't even come through. But anyway, I've got this. Hi, happy days. How are you? Mike, how you doing? So if this is coming through good, let me know. And if that other one came through, it was about 2 minutes long. And I said, what's going on? It's not registering with YouTube. So maybe it was a delayed reaction or something. I don't know. Hi, Kingara. How are you? Welcome aboard. And I want to thank all my new subscribers and to everybody's been with me from the beginning. As you know, if I show a meme you've already seen, well, we got new people and we want them to laugh along with us. So I'm going to cut my mic off and see how this video plays. Y'all let me know if it plays smooth.
It's
all right.
all right.
It's all right. I feel that way too. It's all right.
It'll be okay.
We feel that way together, okay? Let it out.
Let it out. Let it out.
Let it out.
That's for all our liberal friends that are watching Facebook. I mean, what is it, Twitter and everything like that. Little way to let off the pressure. And if they think about it, it's really not that much pressure, you know. But they seem to think that it is. Let's see who we got in here. We got Happy Days. Hi, Lucy. How you doing? Oh, Lord, my Lord Logan video. It won't transfer over. I got to figure out how to transfer. I might have to email it to myself. I got a piece of it, but I can play that too. Let me see if I can go out of my studio and get it. If that played smooth, I'll just go ahead and play. It's only like a minute of Laura Logan, and I have to go out of the studio to get that. Let me see. I can do that. I can go out and take a look around. Let's see. How long is this? 1 minute and 1 second of Laura. So we'll see if she plays. Let's see. I had to go out of my studio for that. Let me see if it did the broadcast go a little kooky when I went out of my studio? Because if it did, I won't do that in the future. But anyway, let me see if she goes up here good enough for you. Here she is. There's my sweetheart. Somebody said, what's wrong with her face? And in my broadcast, I had to erase. I said, hey, that's my secret girlfriend. Don't be talking about my secret girlfriend like that. But anyway, let's go ahead and play. It's only about a minute. The real video is about 2 minutes long, so it's part of it, but what the heck?
To browse into this box where we either have to hate Vladimir Putin and believe everything evil that's said about him and love Ukraine, and there's no in between. And that reminds me a lot of you're either a white supremacist or you go with the Democrat narrative on everything under the sun.
The most lethal terrorist threat to the homeland today, white supremacy.
And I want to understand white rage, and I'm white.
I mean, there's just as much interference here as you could possibly imagine before you even get to Hunter Biden, Nancy Pelosi, John Kerry, Mitt Romney, and all of their children who earn millions from Ukrainian gas companies. These days, it's hard to believe anything because they've lied about COVID, they lied about Russia collusion, they lied about the Ukraine impeachment trial, and there's so much more going on in Ukraine that nobody is talking about.
Does Ukraine have chemical or biological weapons?
My job as a journalist is to try to understand what is the truth here. I don't like being lied to, and we're being lied to on an epic scale. When we're told your only choice is you have to be 100% with.
And that's where it cuts off, so what the heck. It still got some pretty good points across. And I want to ask y'all, my other channel had this image on there, on my thumbnail, or my studio image. Which one do you like better? The one I got or this one? Go back to this one? What do you think? I'll see what everybody thinks. We're going to stick with the Punisher with the Donald Trump hair, or are we going to go back to this one? But anyway, they're having to look. They got to look whether they like it or not. And this is some of the meat stuff I was going to put up the last time I was doing the video, but my stream conked out. So I knew it was just a matter of time before lawyers got involved. Whenever they smell a dollar. Hi, Melinda. Why not both? I can only put one on the thing. When you're looking on YouTube, you see either the Punisher head or, yeah, I could switch them back and forth, I reckon. Ha ha. I'd see, I think I could do that. I don't know, keep people on their toes. But anyway, if your memes had been stolen, you may be entitled to compensation. Ha ha. But anyway, folks, oh, wait a minute. I hope y'all haven't eaten dinner or anything too soon. But I was going through, and I grabbed a screenshot of this about that character going around stealing luggage. See if y'all seen this one yet. That doesn't look like any kind of luggage I'd want to steal. Hi, Colleen. Yeah, I can overlay it. I guess I could. I'll figure out something. I could put it up in the corner somewhere and just leave it up there. Hi, Melinda. So anyway, going through some stuff today. You know, I was talking about SCOTUS. Everybody knows about the Brunson case. But we got another case called Moore versus Harper. And I said that the T-Man said that it was going to be heard the first part of December. And as my plumber intel told me, reminded me, we're getting close to going into the last part of December once we go past the 15th or the 16th. So that is going to be a big case about who has the right to make decisions about elections. And as you know, with Kari Lake, they had a hearing today, and they said Katie Hobbs didn't show up, but I don't think she really had to show up. But did she ever show up today? Hi, Ronette. Hi, Nora. But anyway, so this business of her being a Secretary of State or any Secretary of State making up the rules about elections is pretty much what this case of Moore versus Harper is. And that's been on the block for a long time. People used to call it the shadow docket. But it's the only reason it's been like a shadow docket is because the media hasn't been reporting on it. And it could have very big implications. I'm just checking the chats here. See where everybody's at. My last live stream, I had a pile of them in there, and they were raising the devil towards the end. I I don't know, Nikki might be doing a live stream. Merry Christmas to everybody. That's right, Bubba's wishing everybody a Merry Christmas. We're all going to be in a good mood for Santa Claus. Despite what they always try to do. So anyway, I'll get back to that in a little bit, but I did a video a while back, and let's see, this is the thumbnail head, about General Flynn. So if you go on my Bumble channel, it's Mountain Man Speaks, all one word, Mountain Man Speaks. And when you get to it, any of my videos, any of them, you click on the little words there that say Mountain Man Speaks, and then they'll all show up in order. Hi, Nikki, there you are, honey. And you can scroll through to see a thumbnail that interests you, because most of my videos are still prescient, still have something to do with what's going on. The only ones I thought wasn't prescient was the ones I did about the telegram operator who got arrested by the Russian military police for giving away the location of an American citizen to be picked up by the secret police. But it turned out that it is still prescient, because we're going to be finding out about Twitter. I believe that people were doxing, people that work for Twitter were doxing and giving away people's locations when they're not supposed to. That's something else that's going to come out down the line. But what were they all scared of yesterday? They were scared of stuff coming out about CVID and ouchie, Dr. Elf. So they didn't do a big drop like that, but I'll be talking about that in a second. Why I think that curveball got thrown at them. But a couple of days ago, I heard General Flynn talking about the situation and possibilities, and he said, "Just shut the government down. Just shut the government down. It's been done half a dozen times. Nobody more than that, a dozen times." Everybody ends up getting paid for sitting at home like they've been doing for the last 2 years anyway. And the government runs just fine. But till we straighten out all this stuff, just hang a close sign on the door. What are they gonna miss out on? Dreaming up more aid to somebody that's going to get kicked back to the politicians? I mean, just put the brakes on everything. And take a look under the hood, see what's going on, right? So I did want to mention that, and we can talk about that more later in the broadcast. See what's going on. Every now and then I check the chats just to see what's happening. Finding Dory, how are you doing, honey? Yes, General Flynn is a good man, Lori Logan says. Hi, Colleen. So, let's see. So, that's in the cards. Can you imagine? Because you look at how many times, like, what was it, Christmas of 2019, I believe. The Democrats threatened to shut down the government. And that's when Chuck Schumer and Nancy met with Trump in the Oval Office, and they made a big scene, and Nancy was yelling and flapping her arms and carrying on. I wonder if you all remember that. So that is also rumored to be a time when there was a attempt on DJT there at the White House. He put out something that said, "I've never seen so many machine guns in all my life." That was, I believe, Christmas Eve. So anyway, they were threatening to shut down the government again. And General Flynn is really calling for a timeout. So they can shut down the government, but guess what? While it's shut down, what they continue to do is have hearings. They can continue to have hearings. And I had an article from Sky News Australia that was a year old. Let me see if I can find that. If I find it, I'll put it up. Here you go. Maybe 6 months. It says 1 hour ago, but that's when I took the picture. This was, as I said, Sky News Australia, dangerous, F-R-A-U-D. This is on UTizzle, okay? Hi, Freedom, hello. And it says GOP vows to haul the elf before Congress. So that's been brewing for a long time. And what I found interesting was everybody was waiting for this supposed big drops about the pandemic and all that stuff, and it didn't come out. And what did come out was a very detailed report on the Biden laptop. And, well, the news cycle was ready to defend Dr. Fauci. So what did they do? Come out the next day, early in the morning, because everybody was waiting until midnight for these drops to come out about Dr. Elf. Well, they never came out. But in the morning, all the news stations are saying identical thing. These attacks on Dr. Fauci are dangerous and unfair. So I think they threw him a curveball to see how they would handle, how they would do a counter operation to blunt what was going to be found out about the situation with the CV and then D, right? So I'm sure Space Force learned quite a bit. Oh, how does my picture look to you all, folks? Does it look like it's X-ray vision, or it might just be my phone? Yeah, the round table shown on YT is going to expose him tomorrow. Yeah, that's what they said last night, though. And that's what makes me laugh, is because at 6 o'clock this morning, all the news stations had their talking points to try to discredit what nobody said. So that to me is rather funny, and I think it was just an operation to see how these people were going to react. How's my picture showing up? It doesn't look like it's been taken with an X-ray, does it? Because that's what happened with my phone. Okay, Colleen, well, you make sure you come back, honey, and watch me later on. Okay? So, anyway, all the jokes are, since I'm on Dr. Fauci, let me see. I had a report about that situation. I got to scroll through my studio. I'm glad you're feeling better, Nikki. Anyway, let me put up a little something while I'm looking. You had Adam Schiff talking about there was an increase in slurs against women, and blaming it on Elon Musk and Twitter. And I had this old meme sitting, I couldn't help myself. And if you little colorful words, if you don't care to see that kind of stuff, it's got a little colorful word in it. But Adam Schiff didn't really think about that some of these slurs against women, they might have been coming from women. Because if you've ever seen a cat fight or people go at it on social media when it happens to be two people of the persuasion, you know, sometimes it can get a little rough. I mean, I'd rather break up a fight between two St. Bernards than a cat fight. But anyway, I thought that was funny that he didn't think about that, where they're coming from. So anyway, we're going to be seeing this business. Dr. Fauci is supposed to, like Freedom Hello said, it's supposed to be coming out tomorrow. So we'll see. It might be another curveball they're throwing to see what kind of strategy they're going to use, because what was the real story was this business of coordinated effort to suppress Hunter Biden. And I tell you, when I go through some of my old photographs, it's pretty neat, because I find stuff I say, oh, yeah, I remember that. So if my pictures are coming out good, I will put this one up. If they're not discolored, I'll put this one up for you all to look at. Because this was back when I was dealing with the DOD laws of war. And I got this off of Inglorious Patriots. And this is 11.1, Introduction. Addresses military occupation. That is a temporary measure for administrating the territory under the control of invading forces, and involves complicated trilateral set of legal regulations between the occupying power, the permanently ousted sovereign authority, and the inhabitants of the occupied territory. So you might want to get a screenshot of that and kind of think about how this stuff correlates with what has happened and what is happening. Because you never know when it's going to be time. Because I still say that I am sticking with DJT, with what he said when he said he was a wartime president. Okay? And that's what I'm sticking to. I have to say, folks, I got a little bit of discoloration on my end that's making it hard to see these things, but as long as it's transmitting over to you all clearly, that's good. I have no concerns. I just have to kind of study my studio a little bit better to make sure I'm putting up the right things. So, let me see what's going on. It looks good? Okay, that's good. On my end, it looks like every picture is taken with an X-ray machine. I don't know if you've ever seen that. I don't know why it's doing that. But this device broadcasts stronger. But it's got some weak spots, so I just work around it. Let me see. I got this stuff here about Fauci. Since we're going to be talking about him, I might as well put up some stuff to remind people that have not been paying attention. I know you all have, but if somebody comes across this video, and remember when everybody had to stay home, everybody had to put on a certain costume, and he went out to throw a ball, and he was having his picture taken by Vanity Fair, and everybody had businesses closing down, and family arguments and all this kind of stuff. We can't let people forget that. Hi, Mike. How you doing? I got 2 mics. And Outlands Patriots, how you doing? Yes, please hit the thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. So, anyway, I don't know if I put this one up or not, but I was telling people I had memes that I got thrown off of Facebook for. Here's one. Oddly enough, I didn't get thrown off Facebook. You probably won't take a screenshot of this. I thought I was going to get kicked off, okay? This is about Mark Z, okay? On META, Meta. So anyway, let me make it bigger so you can see it, see what I'm talking about. I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to get kicked off for this. So anyway, you see what's circled up there, right? At the top. And you can read what that says because I don't want to get in trouble. They didn't kick me off. I was shocked. Hi, Tennessee. I was shocked. But they did. The next morning, I saw a disclaimer. Whoops, this thing's jumping around on me. I saw a disclaimer that said this was a fake. A fake. But it took them a day. So this is him looking at something very unpleasant. And if it's a fake, somebody did a good job, right? Wait a second, it's got to come back on the screen. If it's a fake, somebody did a good job. Now this one's causing trouble for me. I'll have to try to get it back centered up. Give me a chance. Here, let me see where you're at. It might have got overlaid with the boss there. Ah, there we go. Okay. There, so y'all get a screenshot of that. Because I don't think it's fake. Okay? But who knows? They changed the rules so many times. What I didn't get kicked off for then, I probably get kicked off for now, right? I don't know. But one thing is for sure. This one right here. There's one you can get a screenshot of if you hadn't got it yet. And if you got somebody on that site I was just talking about that's giving you a hard time and you just want to get rid of them, you don't want to deal with them anymore, here's one you can grab a screenshot of. And you can send them this and just go on about your day. Ha ha ha. How about that? I never got kicked off for that one. But like I said, you never know. So anyway, we have SCOTUS, I think any day is going to be coming out with this Moore versus Harper, okay? And timing is everything. And I think they're going to give people a certain amount of time to digest it. And I was waiting to see if something was going to get leaked out by it, because as we know, nobody's turned in the first leaker, okay? But I follow Diamond Silk, and they put up this, and other people have been talking about it too. Diamond Silk, Trump ban on Twitter came after Michelle demanded removal. And there you see that delicate flower. Trump ban on Twitter came after Michelle Obama demanded removal. And back in my archival pictures, I don't know. You guys decide. Right here. I don't know. This is one that this individual was playing football in high school. Gave up a good career, I understand. But anyway, so you had Michelle beating a drum to get Donald Trump thrown off, and it's all coming back to bite him in the backside. So on top of all the stuff we were talking about right now with this CVID stuff, let me see. We've got huge cases of fraud that is going to be already is in the hundreds of millions, but this is a $400,000 with the IRS that you all have heard of. But if you have friends that you share this video of, they may not have heard about this, using the aid for that particular problem we were having. And then also we had this come out, and on top of these we've had several more cases, but this is one case in Minnesota, one case, 47 people, $250 million. That's $250 million. So there's just two little peanut cases, okay? And what ones are we not being told about? So that's for the what we formerly used to call normies, but I think we're going to have more people jumping in on our way of thinking. I copied this. This is from Donald Trump Jr. Seems legit if you're an idiot. Increased heart failure, deaths linked to extreme heat and hot and cold. Okay? Seems legitimate if you're an idiot. And like I said, the thing that's going to start making people ask questions is when their own ox is getting gored. And you know, I heard Barry Weiss use that term last night, or no, it was the night before last. I said, she must be listening to Mountain Man, because I've been saying that for months. People start caring when their ox is getting gored. So we had a person in the chats a while back that said that their child was not bothered by this business that's going on in the schools. And that may be true, you know. They say they don't see it themselves in their own lives. But when they start seeing it in their own lives, so when their kids come home and start talking crazy to them, they're going to start feeling it. When people start realizing, hey, Uncle Fred was in good shape, and he went outside to rake the leaves and corked off. And they start putting two and two together about their own family members, then you're going to see people, like I say, once their ox is getting gored, they'll start paying attention, or if they're afraid their ox is getting gored. And remember this, here's one from the high roller. When wardrobe only has 3 hats, this is Air Force 2. So you might want to take a screenshot of that. I mean, what's that all about? Yes, they should be deported, but they won't be. At least not right now. Now, here's one that was on, the Sam Bankman freed. Ha ha ha. These are already starting. You can recycle this meme I don't know how many times over. Leaked photos of Sam Bankman Freed's prison guard. You can leak these, use this meme over and over again. Let me put it out here out of the way so I can see the chats. Now my chats are turning up in black letters. Whoops. That's a little too far over. There we go. Usually they're in white letters and they're in black letters tonight. Hi, Bobcat. How you doing? So I got some of these, like I said, is difficult to see. And let me put this one up. If y'all are truth, and the other word is social, you've probably seen it already. But for those who are not, how about this? Let me see. Oh, I got too many up there. Wait a minute. I got to take a couple down. It's hard for me to see what I even have up. Before I can put up another one, okay, I got the, all right, there we go. Now, here we go. Something to take a screenshot of to share with your friends to get this type of thing in the public consciousness. Because this is, as somebody put in the chats the other night, the tip of the iceberg of many icebergs. Because, like I said, he's got control over these DMs. And it's probably some pretty disturbing stuff in those DMs that people are not going to want to believe, but they're going to have to believe. And there's going to be a lot of outrage. Here's one from the archives. This was, oh gosh, this one might have been 2 years old. 2 years old. We know who's running the show. We know who's running the show. Now we got to get the normies to run it. Or realize who's running the show. Now, I can't read this one. Let me see what it says. Let's see what this one says. Oh, yeah. I think I put this one up before already, yeah. Remember when the regime falsely accused real Donald Trump of having nuclear secrets at Mar-a-Lago while one of their appointees with actual real-time access to nuclear secrets was stealing women's luggage? Remember when the regime told us the Hunter Biden laptop was a Russian disinformation? Yeah, I remember, Monica. But that one's already expanded. I think I had that one up the other night. So here's one that I think I put up before that got me kicked off of FB for a week. So that means you might want to take a picture of it. It's worthwhile. It got me kicked off, right? Ha ha. Let me see. I got too many pictures up. I got to take one down. It's hard for me to tell which ones I got up and which ones I don't. Oh, it's getting a little tough to pick through this, the way this is discolored. There we go. No, that's still up there. There we go. Let's see that. Now, Mike, put that up. That's 23-23-7, A2371. Okay, Mike. Is that gematria? Do you guys think someone who seems to be a hero in the end might not be? Hint, chip. Well, I think people are making more of that chip than I think that he is. Okay, I hope you guys are still with me. There we go. I don't know what happened. I got, let's see what this one is. The Babylon Bee. Hillary Clinton awarded honorary Canadian medical license. Hillary Clinton, former rightful president, Hillary Clinton has been awarded honorary medical license by the Canadian Ministry of Health due to her dignified euthanasia services. Thank you, Susie. I did something make my screen blink out for a second. Here, this is a good one. Cheer y'all up. There you go. That's one for posterity there. There you go. Hi, Ann. No, I understand what you're saying, Dory. I understand you're not the only one. I've heard that quite a bit. Quite a bit. About the chip. But I am not worried about it. I'm more worried about what they're putting in people's brains, especially our young people, things like this. Okay, taxpayer funded. Here we go again. Brooklyn where? Massachusetts? Where's Harvard? Where's Boston Children's Hospital? But this is Brooklyn, New York, is getting in on the mix. I think it's coming right out of Harvard. And where did Sandy go to school? Columbia or Harvard? All play the same game. But you got that quadrant of the United States. Compare that with what's going over in California. California just passed a law that if there's a 10-year or less difference in the ages of people, they cannot be put on an offender registry. Namely, a 21-year-old with an 11-year-old or a 12-year-old is okay. I'm not kidding you. That just passed. That's the kind of stuff I'm worried about getting put in people's brains, not something that Elon Musk maybe is coming up with. Now here you got Brooklyn Library. Toast drag queen makeup tutorial for teens. And you got everything that we talked about going on in Boston, in Massachusetts, emanating from Harvard, and emanating from Columbia University. Not just this issue, but philosophies and legal tactics that are fundamentally adverse to the Constitution. This is the kind I'm concerned about. So, but the bright spot there, and I brought the picture forward. This isn't it. I'm just putting this meme up. Yeah, the chip is to help people, ostensibly what we're hearing. Larry, for ugly teens, okay. Hi, Donna, how you doing? Oh, we're about 45 minutes into it. Let me see. Oh, that's right. Thank you, Nikki, for reminding me again. Hi, Melvita. I missed one of, I was talking with, oh, okay. So anyway, Dory, that's where I'm at with with that chip thing. But see, they don't need a chip the way they're going. They're brainwashing just fine without a chip. Now, if he came up with a chip that would rescue humanity and get people to start thinking like they had some brains in their head, but as I keep saying, and Barry Weiss repeated, people don't care until their ox is getting gored. Well, you see stories like this coming out. This is kind of gross, but it's on YouTube. It is on YouTube if you want to see it. Whoops. Odin's Men. You can read that for yourself. And you see the person in that picture is suffering. You know, I don't ever want to make fun of people in this situation. Because once they go this far, they've taken it this far, what's left of their lives? And this is going to be happening more and more. Because it's not supposed to be this way. 5 years ago, they said the suicide rate was 70%. I know what I'm talking about. I remember it very clearly. Now they're saying it's 40%. Only 40%. I don't believe that. But I will explain how I feel they got that number statistically to go down. I'll tell you how they did it. Recruitment. If you walk in a room 5 years ago, if you walked in a ballroom with 100 people that were this way, you knew 70 would be gone. Wasn't going to make it. A room full of 10 people, 7 out of 10 would have been gone. Now they think it's good because when you walk into a room of 10 people, 4 of them will be gone. I don't think that's good. But how are they getting that number down? By recruiting people that are, 13? Here's another article. Let me find it. Here we go. This person's been taken down, censored. And I did a video on her, and my channel got taken down not just for this, but this is Chloe, 13 years old when this started. She's suing them. Gender-affirming medical procedure irreversible. Kaiser Permanente. And there's where you guys, I know you can't click on it, but if you want to help her out. But when you're 13 and you come of age and you try to get what's left of your life back, she's a fighter. She's a fighter. And it's going to be happening more and more. They're going to start realizing 2 things about their oxes getting gored. The doctors that are doing it are going to get their ox gored. And people like this, when things start failing and closing up on them, and when they start getting infections or adverse reactions to the treatments. And when somebody sees their own child going through what this person is going through and what Chloe went through. So, it is shocking that right now I'm sitting here discussing this and wondering whether or not I'm going to be silenced. when you see what I'm showing you is a humanitarian crisis. I'm showing you real people that have been coerced or induced or whatever into doing things, and the people that are doing the coercing, the people who are pushing this, they haven't suffered a thing for it. But I think that's going to change. I certainly hope it's going to change. But we got to show stuff like this, you know. We got to. Let's see what this says. Okay, here he is. FTX founder Bankman made illegal campaign donations totaling to tens of millions of dollars, say prosecutors. This is on the post-millennium. You see everybody there all happy, buddy? Made illegal campaign donations totaling in tens of millions of dollars, attorney Damian Williams said on Tuesday. Okay, so this business of him getting locked up, it again is just the tip of the iceberg, just like the Ghislaine Maxwell thing is just the tip of the iceberg. This business of the lawsuits that are coming out from people like Chloe and the young lady I played in another video where she said she was I think 14 when they started doing that stuff to her, and she found Jesus Christ. And now she's married and is expecting a child, and she's 21 and she's trying to get her life back. I heard there was a site for people in this situation, and the members of this support group was over 5,000, and that is just the beginning. Once they start realizing there's people they can reach out to for help, and that they deserve help and they deserve compensation, that is going to be an awakening. And when people start teaching their children, like we used to be taught, to stay away from weird people,